Folks, I come down here to the pond to get these two rocks. These have never been worked by a person. These were broken by the dozer about 30 years ago because there's a layer of flint, a thick layer down about 2 or 3 feet. And this was the pond. It never held water. I mean, he told me it wouldn't hold water. Put it on top of a hill, it ain't gonna hold water. It's been raining, had a little water. But this is what started it all. The dozer guy was, well, I asked him to build this pond on top of this hill and keep leveling it and leveling it. And he did. There's about 6 acres that's leveled here, sort of leveled. And I've been picking up rocks for 30 years. And down at that tree line is where there's a hump about 2 or 3 feet high. Oh, that runs a couple 100 feet. That's where I usually dig out. You know, I go down there and dig. But they're here too. There's fresh broken ones from the dozer, and then there's other stones that I haven't gone through yet. I don't know, I like to go down there and pick in the blackberries and stuff, but there's lots of worked stones in here with lots of images and everything. But what I needed was those 2 stones for a demonstration. And I've lost them. There they are. Two stones, fresh broke, never manipulated by persons. Let's go to my desk. I picked up 3 stones. And I know for sure these have never been worked. But when these folks were splitting up these stones, they run across stones that just automatically looks like they could be something. They just need some help. All of these marks, is dozer marks. This is, what I wanted to talk about today was these, see all the razor sharp edges on these things? And right there is images they can put in. I see all kinds of stuff that could be carved into there. But it's not. Never was. But what I want to talk about today is these little slivers of stone that, you know, they're razor sharp too. So these folks either used a hammerstone, bang, 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 or they pressure flaked them, and they could probably turn that into a wing of something. And there even looks like a bird's head. So they put a little eye right here, soften this up, and whammo, you've got an image. These are just literally filled with image possibilities. Okay. Wow, I just almost cut my hand on that. I did a little bit. These are stones that have been worked. I see a lot of art in these pieces. But they are tools. That one right there that looks like I don't know, looks like something standing on a mountain or whatever. That's a scraper. Here and here. In this one, I see a large mountain lion right here. Standing here. There's his claws. And there's a mountain scene in the back. But I'm sure you can see other stuff. There's just a lot of stuff in there from different angles. This is a person. It shows where it's been worked back. And all of these edges have been softened. There's no sharp edges on this. You can hold this stone comfortably. Well, except right up here. It's a cleaver. when held down here and turned over. But all these little ridges and stuff, these folks used them. See, that looks like a human face. They used them to make art. This and this is repeated. There's some art that's... Anyway, that's what I was talking about. And there's a bird. This is the stone in the raw. And it's not like it took a whole bunch of work. I mean, I could attempt it myself. But I mean, sure. I mean, they were much better than anything I could dream up. Okay, that's what I was saying. That they use those little slivers of stone that comes out the side of them and all. And they make images out of them. I think that's very impressive right there. That is very impressive. That should be carved on the side of a mountain. Probably was. I picked this up down here by the pond. It's nature's art. It's just a root. But it's nature's art. Kind of cool, huh? Here's what these stones look like before I clean them up and go through the sand and all that. They just look like possibilities. I feel for sharp edges, and if I don't feel any sharp edges, then that's a plus automatically. But then if it sort of looks like it might be something carved in there, then I clean it up. This is a pure red ochre, or orange. I'm kind of thinking about crushing that up and going the very thickest paint I can get out of it. I saw on YouTube how you do it. This just feels like a throwing stone. It's a spent core, I guess. This one is, I'm almost sure that it is a core. Has a flat spot and slices come from it. See, folks, they don't look like a lot until I clean them up. I'm just looking for patterns. And then many times that pays off. This one is lightweight, and it looks like a vertebrae. That looks like a fossilized bone. I found many of them. This has a tool use that I can feel. It's like, sanding crescent. 2 sharp edges is what I see, and everything else is soft. And I just feel like it's something. It don't always happen to folks. I would say out of 100 rocks I clean up, maybe 15 or 20 of them are vague images. I know they're images, but they're so worn and vague. And then about half a dozen out of 100 are kind of incredible. And I haven't cleaned stones in quite a while. Okay. Bye for now.